I was considering maybe I should do some of these, you know, day in the life videos. You can see and learn, you know, how it's possible to do things, to have your own business, to claim your freedom, be independent, and be on the go. Welcome back to another video. I thought I wanted to do more like a day in the life video this time, because I just want to, you know, kind of include you guys in how I work, how I live. Right now we just booked another Airbnb, so we're staying at this space. Kind of nice. You know, there's a lot of stuff to do for a guy like me. I have been doing web design for so many years, even though I also do coaching. But you know, I have a certain amount of work I do every day. I have a system I try to stick with. But you know, then there's emails, interruptions, and you try to balance everything. So I just want to kind of include you how I typically would do my day. And right now we are about to just pack up quickly and go to a coffee shop at a nice golf course. Found a nice space, a nice coffee shop where we are staying right now. And yeah, I spend that time to sometimes work, read, eat, have coffee, have a conversation with that one, and you know, break up the days a little bit so I just don't sit stuck here at home at one desk all day long, because that can get me pretty kind of stuck in the energy. So for my part, it's important to change things around, get inspiration, you know, be in a nice spot, have the right table height, and I have to say, very often actually, it has given me a lot of job opportunities and projects just by meeting people out in the public like that. So obviously a lot of different items. I pack sometimes light, I pack sometimes heavy, go with a big bag. Today I will just be using this one, which is a handmade leather bag from Prague. Bring my phone, AirPods, and always a mouse mat. You never know what kind of table you have to work at. In case, you know, I want to have a full setup, I also bring this external monitor that I use. I usually bring this one too, which is one of these typical you know, laptop stands you can set up to raise the height of the screen so it gets more in the eye height. So you can raise it about this height, you can adjust it, widen it, and close it, so it's super compact to have in the bag. I usually don't use the Mac keyboard always, so if you've seen before, I also have the Unify Air 60 keyboard, which is a mechanical one that gives me a way more tactile feeling with writing and stuff like that. So it depends on what kind of work it is and depends on the mood of the day. To the golf course place. Yeah. I'm gonna sit there and enjoy some coffee and watch men smack their balls around. We're back in Norway and we're having a trip, I guess. We're having kind of a road trip. We're not fixed with any destinations. We're homeless, we're jobless, and we like it. And you know, when I say that to Norwegian people and my connections even, they get shocked. They don't even know if they should be worried. But then they also look at my camera setup and the bag I'm carrying and my personal style, and something is not adding up there. So I have to explain our lifestyle. We're at a place called Hjøme. We're staying here for a few days, and then we are moving up further into the country. Yeah, so we befriended a very nice couple down here at this golf course. They are running this from an old farm, I guess. But we talked to them. We talked to the lady the other day. We were sitting at this coffee shop, and she was so. People are so curious about our, I don't know, our style. We attract people. It seems people are curious about our lifestyle and habits. So we talked to them, and she was so nice to talk to, and she was so happy to hear about our lifestyle because they did the same. They didn't really have a fixed home. They were running this coffee shop and the restaurant in the summer, and they live in a van in the winter and just travel around. So her boyfriend, the chef of this coffee shop, he's from Italy, and he also came out the other day and introduced himself, and he showed us around in their little mansion here at the golf course. So that was pretty cool. Nice to connect with like-minded people like that. So we suddenly got a grand tour of the whole estate here, the main house. So the chef is showing us around and where they are running their restaurant. Super charming old Norwegian style. We do see that when we travel around at this time that we keep meeting so many like-minded people that are really tired of society and really want to break out, have freedom, work from anywhere, and spend more time with more bright minds, you know, conscious people. And this is a common trait for a lot of people that we meet now. Yeah, so for me, when I go out to work, finding the proper table height is so important because of my shoulders to the hands, and when I spend time on the keyboard, that's always a hassle. But here we found kind of the perfect setup. Cozy outside, got some nice tables inside, and the good table height. Wi-Fi is not that great, so I use 4G on my phone. Thank you.
Varsågod.
What I don't like here is being led into temptation all the time with this delicious food and stuff. So I'm going to ask for an apology actually. Okay, so what I brought today, of course, Mac UFI Air 60 keyboard, mouse mat, got the iPad always, got my typical Moleskine type notebook, got my mouse, and I got this book that I really recommend called Hyperfocus. Problem is, I haven't had the time to focus on reading it, so today I go pretty simple with my setup. Of course I bring the Mac, I bring the keyboard. This one I put on top of the Mac because that's what Nufi have done, a smart thing. They adapt the feed so you can put it on top of the MacBook keyboards. So you know that I do web design. Web design has been my main craft for many years, and I get a shitload of work all the time. Clients for web design always have top priority in my business and in my daily work, so I have to prioritize that. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. Tomorrow I have my team meeting. I just hired up a new guy from the Philippines. He will be joining me to, we'll test him out, and he's going to be with me for a few tasks and some projects maybe, and see how that goes. So when I am out and about, I always use a VPN. It's just a habit. I recommend you do it also. We know how the world is, right? We know the tech companies and what's really going on at times. And it's just a good habit to always use a VPN. I use two providers. I use Surfshark VPN and I use Windscribe. And I think Windscribe is the one I would recommend to you. And you know, for me, working with clients globally, it's kind of important to, you know, raise your standards of security, because you are working with client stuff, your client websites, client content. A tip that I get often to people is what kind of browser I use. And right now, for the most part, I use Brave, because Brave is blocking a lot of shit online. But for my typical daily workflow now, I actually use Arc. But for me, it's a really productive browser. It's still based on Chrome, but it has a lot of features to organize several loads of tabs in different groups. So you can organize websites and tabs, you know, into private, client, projects, whatever you know are working on. So. Okay, yeah, good session. Spent some time at the coffee shop. Or just having a stroll, looking at golfers. Yeah, I'm looking at golfers. It's a beautiful farm area, nice golf estate. So this was just a quick video today to show you how my typical days are. Even when we travel around a lot, this is my normal setup, and it's what gives me the freedom. So I know that, you know, when we travel, especially lately, I would say that we have met more and more people that ask us questions, like I said, about our lifestyle and how we work. And it seems like almost everybody that we meet at certain times now, they have a dream of being able to do the same, to have the same lifestyle, and to have the freedom to work from anywhere and break out of the norms and the systems and team up with more like-minded people. And I mean, this is what's happening on the planet now. There is a split happening. The old is dying out, and a lot of people want to stick with the old. It doesn't matter how stupid or silly or destructive it is. People want to stick with what's not working. But there are those people who are opening up their minds and leveling up, you know, their consciousness level and awareness level. Those are the people that are seeking new ways of life. I found out that it is about time that I actually make a course website. So if you are interested in finding at least one good way of making an extra income so you can have the freedom you want and flexibility and maybe even a better salary, I built my own course website. I am teaching the way I work at building websites for customers around the world with no coding skills and no design skills. This is for everybody who have a laptop and are seeking a second income stream. You can go and check out my website. I'll put a link in the description below this video. That's where I built my course website, and that's where I will start building out more and more little video snippets and full courses on how you can start to build a website from scratch using WordPress and free tools, and sometimes even paid tools, so you can get higher paid and get well paid to build sites from basically anywhere.